So we know that at the end of the Centenary Special, it's the end of two eras. It's going to be the end of Joe Whittaker as the 13th Doctor. It's going to be the end of an era of Chris Chibnall, who is the showrunner of Doctor Who. And that meant we are going to get a brand new showrunner, which got announced around August last year or September last year, with Russell T Davies, who is the person who brought back the show back in 2005 with the Chris Eccleston and Devin 10 years, and when the show was in its height of its power, right? And on the same show, a lot of fans, including myself, are like static. Like, this is the guy, this is the man who, gave us stuff like, the Doomsday stuff and the Master, and he also gave us Love and Monsters, but let's not, blink on that. But, probably gave us the best parts of the show, the best era of the show. So we all were really excited that he's coming back. But naturally, show one is great, but it's also the mindset of who's going to be the new Doctor. I mean, naturally, the rumors keep floating everywhere. Like, there was rumors that because it was Russell Davies that David Tennant was going to come back to play the Doctor. There was rumors that Hugh Grant was going to play the Doctor, which is that would be a huge big thing. That would be kind of cool and kind of neat. But it isn't him. The person they got to play the 14th Doctor, and I'm probably butchering his name, is Ncuti Gatwa. Ncuti Gatwa is his name. Once again, I'm probably butchering his name. Is going to be the 14th Doctor, and people probably know him for Sex Education. That's kind of like the main thing, which is on Netflix. Which is kind of interesting, knowing that the show is going to get a fourth season, and he's like the main character. So that's kind of interesting to see how that story progresses and to see how they handle the scheduling of him being the Doctor. Because Doctor Who in the UK is like shooting a 23 episode show, and it's like 8 to 10 episodes. Like, because in the UK they don't have as many people as say the US does, so it takes longer to film these long, big heavy effects episodes than say a typical TV episode in the US, which kind of takes a week to shoot, a week per episode roughly. So that's going to be interesting with the scheduling and what's happening with season 4 of Sex Education. But the actual my reaction to him getting cast, generally, like, naturally, you're going to get a lot of articles saying, him going to be the first color actor to play the Doctor, applying that, yes, you got Joe Martin, but as in, is leading the role, like, is playing the Doctor, is the 14th Doctor, that type of way. But me, who doesn't care about the first blah blah whatever, for me, all I care about is, this is an actor playing a role. Do I think this person is suitable for the role in actor ability? I'm going to mock those people who are going to say certain things, so get ready for the mockery. But all I know from this actor is Sex Education. And me, who has enjoyed the show, I don't say I'm a fan of, like, oh my god, but it's a show that, when it hits Netflix, I'm happy to watch and binge all that. Knowing his character and how he plays his character from that show, hearing him playing the Doctor has been a bit like, okay, R2-D2, okay, not my first choice, but okay. Clearly he did something in the audition room that you saw, that of course clearly none of us saw. I'm going to give this kid a shot. He's 29, but I'm going to give this kid a shot, because the thing is about the Doctor is a character who isn't like other characters. Like, the character isn't Batman. The character isn't Superman. The character isn't James Bond. The character isn't all these other characters who kind of fit a certain, box. That, if you're James Bond, you need to be suave, debonair, or if you're Batman, you need to be, dark and bougie and be billionaire playboy, Bruce Wayne, or I am Superman, and I am truth, justice, and for a better tomorrow, and all those qualities that kind of fit that make people go, that is our character. That is our main character. The Doctor is a character who can be dark, who can be silly, who can be cowardly, who can be all these emotions because of regeneration. So, in the end of the day, you kind of just have to kind of look back and be like, let's wait till the special comes on. You know what? Maybe don't wait till the special comes on, because mostly when the first episode of a show or the first episode of a Doctor, it's mostly them kind of saying to themselves, oh, I used to do this. Why I'm doing this? This doesn't feel right. Like, I remember with Deep Breath, where like Peter Capaldi kept moving his arms all around. Like, he keeps on moving his arms, trying to contact the T-Rex. And he's like, this is silly and stupid, because he, mentally remembers that his, previous incarnation, his past generation, which was Matt Smith's Doctor, he would wave his arms a lot. And so you'll probably have those moments in there. So, because the Doctor basically doesn't become the Doctor until like the last 20 minutes of the episode, the last 10 minutes of the episodes, you may say. But, so my opinion is wait and see. Let's see how this goes, because we haven't read the script. We haven't read the script for the 6th year, for season 14. We know nothing what this Doctor is. I am going to be curious what was the mind process of this audition, because knowing Chibnall opened the door wide open with, casting a female as a Doctor, was it like, hey, anyone who can be this person, can play the Doctor, let's send them in and see what they can do, and then we'll, were there a unisex scripts? You never know. For the auditioning process, you never know. That could be kind of interesting to see. That could be really interesting. If the script was very unisex, knowing now. That could be quite interesting. Anyway,